Today we are training ourselves to love what we already have. So I just got back in from being out with my family. I threw my coat off. I'm sitting here in my bedroom. I told my family I'll be right back. I'm going to film a really quick video because this just popped into my head and I wanted to just spit it out while it was fresh. So this is the bag that I used this morning. And I consciously went for this bag because if you guys have been here a while, you know that I have sort of a love-hate relationship with the Lady Dior. This is the small size in the blush color, lambskin, champagne gold hardware, ABC style with the charms. I was so excited to get this bag. If you watched my original unboxing, I was probably squealing with joy because the endorphins were still running through me. I had the adrenaline rush, right? That's what happens. And then the novelty of it wears off. And no matter how much we like something, it just doesn't have that hit of excitement as it did in the beginning. That's what hedonic adaptation really is. You adapt. Your brain adapts to what you've had for a while. So this bag in particular, I've had a love-hate relationship with because after I got it, I realized there are some quirks about the bag that I don't particularly love. So I actually talked about, sort of the pros and the cons. And if you guys remember, I said that I was going to let it go. So as I was doing my curating and decluttering and being kind of brutal, putting some bags on the chopping block, I put this one on the block and I said it's gonna go. But a couple of times I tried to sell it and it just didn't work out for whatever reason. I was willing to lose a bit of money on this bag because I know that Dior bags generally do not hold their value on the resale market, so I was very realistic about it and I priced it below what I paid. However, it still didn't work out. So after a couple of different transactions that fell through, I said to myself, maybe I'm just meant to keep this, right? So I kind of stored it and hung on to it. And now I'm realizing all this talk, if you've watched my recent videos, all this talk of not chasing more and feeling abundant and moving away from the scarcity mindset where you're constantly looking for something else to want versus enjoying what you already have. I feel like I need to put my money where my mouth is, and I am training myself to fall back in love or maybe just appreciate this bag more. So that's why I deliberately chose it this morning. It went with my outfit. I love the neutral pink. I reminded myself of why I bought this in the first place. So if you walk into your closet and there are bags, shoes, coats, skirts, dresses, pants, whatever, that you once got really excited about, and for whatever reason you just started to ignore and feel like it's not for me, and it has then led you to look for something else, something new and shiny, the hot new trend or the new thing that we're being marketed, then go back into your closet, feel it, feel that thing. If it's a handbag, take it out, play with it, right? I always talk about playing with my bags. Wear it, carry it, see how it feels, because it's really, really nice to be able to appreciate and enjoy what you already have. You've already gone through the process of thinking about it, seeing if it's worth it, seeing if you like it, if it's going to work for you, and you decided ultimately that yes, the answer is yes, so you bought it. And when it comes to luxury handbags, it's not like these things are cheap. So you decided you're going to splurge and get that thing, okay? In my case, it's the Lady Dior. But then as the endorphins again sort of wear off, and you see that there are so many other beautiful new things coming out all the time, you might start to feel like, I don't know, I don't really like this thing anymore. So that's why I say, let's train ourselves. Let's try to teach ourselves and remind ourselves of what got us to buy this thing in the first place. So for me, it's the color. The color grabbed me. I was looking for a neutral pink, and it's usually a bright pop of pink or a pastel pink, but this pink is just exactly what I wanted. Neutral, understated, sort of subdued. It's got beige undertones, but it's clearly still pink. And so I get my little hit of pink because I was going through a pink phase at the time, but it's not so pink that I can only wear it with certain outfits. I don't feel childish wearing it. I don't feel like it's not me because I'm very much a neutrals gal. So the color got me. Plus, I love the fact that I got to choose my own charms. And I loved this thicker strap that they came out with because it just looked a little bit more casual, a little less dressy, less formal, the way the Lady Dior typically looks. You know, it's kind of a fancy bag. And I thought this doesn't look as fancy because it's going to be worn crossbody and I can play with it and just dress it down. All of that, that's what got me. The champagne gold hardware I thought was really complimentary. I liked the size of it. I said I wore this today. I've got my stuff in here at the moment. I'll show you. And you know, it's just reminding myself, like, yeah, I got this for a reason. And it may not be my favorite bag. It's still not my favorite bag, but it's a bag that I'm going to wear and enjoy and appreciate while I have it. Will I have it for the rest of my life? Who knows? Maybe a year from now or 10 years from now, I decide to let it go. But for now, I have it. So I'm not going to have it sit in the back of the closet, being ignored, collecting dust. I want to use it. Let's also talk about cost per wear, right? If you buy something expensive and you hardly ever use it, then the cost per wear is ridiculous. But the more you wear it, the more you make use of it, the cost per wear goes down each time. And then it feels like, you know what, it was actually worth it considering how much use I get out of it. So this is just my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist that I've been spraying throughout the day because, my gosh, it's dry winter and I love this. And it's, you know, I don't have much in here. My Twin Stars pouch that I got in Japan with all my little knickknacks. You've seen this before if you've seen my What's in My Bag videos. And then I've got my little kirigami as a small card cash wallet. And then I've got my keys. And that is pretty much it. And I started using this ZOOMONI organizer insert. I got this a while ago, and because I wasn't enjoying the bag, I didn't even bother using the organizer insert. But now that I've committed to enjoy this bag, I finally pulled this out. It's the thinner ZOOMONI insert. It's the 1.2 millimeter, I believe. And I chose this one because I didn't want it to take too much space. And look, this is all black. So it's kind of like this black hole and it's hard to see stuff. So now when I put this in, and this is just proving that you can appreciate what you already have, maybe make it work a little better for you. See, this one little addition, the insert made it much better for me. It's not as dark anymore. I can find my items a lot easier. I love the match. I love that it doesn't add any weight to the bag, by the way. It's just thin and light. And that's it. So I am training myself, you guys. Doesn't mean I'm going to keep everything I own because sometimes it's just ready to let go. Sometimes you want to pass it on. You want to sell it. You want to donate it. You know, sometimes you've worn it all out and it's ready to go, like to be recycled, cut up and used for something else, or to go to the landfill. It's the end of their days. So you need to sort of differentiate what category you want to put your items in. This one certainly is not going to go into the landfill anytime soon. This can be worn for many, many years. And this is not going to be something that I am going to sell right now because, like I said, I tried, it didn't work out, and I figured maybe that was the best thing for me because now I'm really appreciating it. It's the only Lady Dior I have. It's the only Dior bag that I have. It's got the crossbody, so I love the versatility. Like, you can talk yourself in and out of things. So if I sit here and say all the things I don't like about something, I can tear this bag apart. I can roast it. I did that in the past. But if I talk about why I bought it, reminding myself of all the features that I do like and why I think it's so pretty and why it's been so hard for me to let it go, there's got to be a reason. Then you start to feel like, you know what, it's actually quite a lovely bag. Why don't I use it more? So that is how I'm feeling. Again, I feel like I'm training myself, and I thought I would just jump on here and make this quick video in case it would be helpful for any of you, because recently I did a What's in My Bag video with my LV Speedy B 25, and it was my winter essentials, my rainy day essentials. And at least one of you commented that you haven't used your Speedy in ages, and seeing my video reminded you of how much you enjoyed your Speedy. So you pulled it out of your closet, dusted it off, and hopefully wore it out. And I think that's the thing. You bought something that you once actually got really excited about, and for whatever reason, you've decided to ignore it or not like it as much or not use it as much. And I think sometimes instead of us spending the energy looking for something new out there and browsing social media, all the online shopping sites, spend that time to go into your closet. And you know how that they say shop your own closet? I've heard that term before. Yeah, you literally go into your closet and you take out the stuff that you already have and you admire what you already have. You tell yourself all the reasons why you bought it in the first place, and you use it. You use it. And then you appreciate it and you enjoy it. And when the time comes, if the time ever comes, and you're ready to let it go, and you're ready to let it go in a way that makes you feel good and light and happy to say goodbye, then let it go. But otherwise, don't just ignore your stuff. That's your money in there. You paid for that, and that's your time in there. You went and shopped for that. That's your energy where you decided and you thought about it. Perhaps you hemmed and hawed, you did some research, right? And so if you have something in your closet that has been sitting there for a while, seriously, time to take it out, give it life, and let's train ourselves to not constantly look for something to want, but to want what we already have, if that makes sense. There are people out there who would love to have what you have in your closet that you are right now ignoring. They'd be like, if I could only have that coat, if I could only have such a beautiful pair of boots, if I could only have that gorgeous handbag. But you have it, and you spent money on it at some point in your life, and you liked it when you bought it at some point in your life. So you can re-like it, you can rekindle that feeling, right? So that's it. Hope this video made sense, and if it resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. I have some new content that I'm going to be sharing with you in 2024. I am going to be sharing more about me personally, what I've been going through, struggles, as well as some wins, some changes that I've made. And I'm going to branch out beyond luxury and fashion. Of course, I will always sprinkle in handbags and fashion and luxury because that is my thing. I still do enjoy it, and I love the ASMR sensory tactile quality of handbags, so I love to just give visuals. But I am definitely going to share more that's on my mind beyond that. So if you're interested, I hope you stick around, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.